What's going on, everybody? My name's Kyle, but most of my friends call me Kip. And it's been a little while since I made a video, so I just want to start out by saying now I'm going to start giving away 0.1 Bitcoin on every video that I make for free to one viewer that comments on my prior video. So all you guys need to do to win the 0.1 Bitcoin, and like I said, I'll be giving away 0.1 Bitcoin in every video that I make from here on out. So it'll start with this one. Well, it'll start with the next one, but you guys can qualify in this one, I guess. All you have to do is I might pick a random person through software that picks a random comment from my video. I might somewhere in the video ask you guys to answer a question or give a specific answer in your comment. But all you guys really need to do is give that right answer if I tell you in the video to give a certain answer to a certain question, or just comment anything with your Bitcoin address and then subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up on the video, and you guys will be qualified to potentially win 0.1 Bitcoin in the next video that I post. So I'll start the giveaway on my next video, but you guys can comment your Bitcoin addresses on this video. But getting past that, we can jump right into the video. And I wanted to show you guys a relatively fast, easy way to purchase large amounts of Bitcoin in one transaction and pretty much avoid all fees. There will be a couple small fees, but you guys can avoid most of the fees. And we all know that we can hit some pretty rough fees if we're buying a large amount of Bitcoin. I've had a lot of people contact me lately asking where they can buy, you know, $10,000, $50,000, even $100,000 plus worth of Bitcoin in one transaction. It can be kind of tough sometimes when you're trying to buy large amounts. You have to go through a bunch of third-party exchanges. All of them have different fees, and you can't just buy, you know, 50 Bitcoins at once, all through one exchange. So you kind of have to piece it all together through a bunch of different exchanges, which can be a pain in the ass. So I found out a way where you can buy large amounts of Bitcoin, all in one transaction, and like I said, basically avoid all the fees. So to get right into it, if you guys are familiar with Bitcoin, even if you're brand new to Bitcoin, you've most likely heard of Coinbase. It's one of the most popular wallets. I don't suggest it for an everyday, every transaction type of wallet. I only recommend Coinbase for people that are new to Bitcoin or people that are even seasoned in Bitcoin, just as a place to buy and sell their Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin. It is super user friendly, super easy for beginners to create an account, log in, verify their account, and then purchase their first crypto with a bank account, credit card, PayPal, things like that. They do make it super user friendly, but the only pain in the ass can be in the beginning. If you guys are trying to buy with your credit card or your bank account, there can be relatively low limits in the beginning. I believe you start somewhere under $1,000 a week is the limit on the amount of crypto you can purchase through Coinbase when you're new to Coinbase. Once you build up a reputation with them and kind of a rapport, they will increase your limits for you. I personally haven't had to buy Bitcoin from my pocket for a long time. I've been earning more and more Bitcoin online every day. So I haven't had to buy for a long time, but my limit right now, if I wanted to buy Bitcoin from my bank account, is only $7,500 a week. And like I said, I have a lot of people coming to me asking where they can buy 50,000, 100,000 plus. They're new to Bitcoin. They've never had a Bitcoin wallet, Bitcoin account, anything like that. And they don't want to run into low limits and high fees. So you can see $7,500 is my limit to buy with my bank account. And if I wanted to purchase with a credit card, I believe my limit right now is like $1,500 a week. And on the same hand, if you wanted to buy or sell Bitcoin with your bank account or your credit card, with your bank account or PayPal or anything like that, we do run into relatively high fees. Let's just say today, if I wanted to sell $2,000 worth of my Bitcoin back into US dollars to my bank account, I would run into a 1.5% fee, which on $2,000 is right around 30 bucks. I mean, it's only 1.5%, but like I said, I can show you guys how to avoid that fee completely. And if we just go to Coinbase's terms and conditions, we can see, I'll just show you guys for the US, but you can check for any country that you live in. But for me in the US, if I want to buy, you see purchase Bitcoin from my bank account, it'll be a 1.5% fee. And if I wanted to buy with a credit card, it would be a 4% fee, which is really high for a credit card. Even if I wanted to sell back to my bank or cash my Bitcoin back out into US dollar, you can see if I send it to my bank account, it would be another 1.5% fee. And if I sent it to my PayPal account, it would be a 4% fee. So like I said, the fees are relatively high, and the limits on what you can purchase in the beginning are relatively low. So what you guys can do is create a GDax account. GDax is Coinbase's, you can see it's run by Coinbase. Coinbase owns this exchange, and it's a cryptocurrency exchange where you can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And one of the cool things about it is they have much higher limits and lower fees. So you can see if you guys are interested in purchasing a large amount of Bitcoin, you're going to want to do it with a bank wire transfer. And this only applies to people in the United States right now. Only people in the US can use the bank wire transfer with an unlimited deposit amount. So even if you guys want to come in with $500,000, it would be possible. You would have no low limit that you would hit. You could buy $500,000 worth of Bitcoin in one whack, one transaction right from GDax. And like I said, avoid the fees. The fees are much lower. Oh, and one thing, guys, that you do want to be aware of, say you came in with $100,000 in the beginning, or for every member, there is only a $10,000 a day withdrawal limit. So if you bought $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, it would take you 10 days to withdraw it all to another outside wallet. But you can apply for higher limits. You just need to basically explain to them why you need a higher limit. They also give you the chance to upload bank statements if you want to increase your chances of getting a higher limit. But you can deposit any amount of US dollar per day that you want. Like I said, even $500,000. But just be aware, unless you get your limits increased, you can only withdraw $10,000 worth of Bitcoin per day. So like I said, if you bought $100,000 worth of Bitcoin through GDax, it would take you 10 days to withdraw it all into another Bitcoin wallet. But another good thing about GDax is they have much lower fees. And you can see a lot of people are confused by what a taker fee and what a maker fee is. So I can just explain it real quick for you guys. So a taker fee is if you buy or sell Bitcoin at the current market value. So whatever the price of Bitcoin is right now, if you hit buy or sell, you're basically taking the price of the market, so you get a taker fee. And then a maker fee is if you actually set a buy limit or a sell limit, which is you're setting the trade to go through at a different price than the current market value. That's a maker fee because you're basically making your price. You're not buying at the current market value, the taker price. So when you do a limit order, you get a 0% fee on a buy or a sell. And I can show you guys live right now what you want to do if you do want to deposit with a bank wire transfer to buy a large sum of Bitcoin. And I'll actually show you guys a live trade to how to get the maker fee and get a 0% fee rather than any one of these fees listed below for the taker fee. So what you want to do is you just want to go to GDax. It's GDax.com. You want to create an account. If you already have a Coinbase account, you just need to log in with your current Coinbase credentials, your regular login info. If you haven't verified your ID with your driver's license through Coinbase yet, you just have to hold up your driver's license to your webcam and they'll verify your ID. When I set up my GDax account, they verified my ID within 5 minutes. It was really, really fast. And once you set up your account, this is what the back dashboard would look like. And it looks confusing. If you guys are new to Bitcoin, Coinbase is a lot more user-friendly, a lot simpler to just basically navigate and figure out on your own. But it looks confusing, but it's really not. It just basically shows you the charts, the current price of Bitcoin, who's buying, who's selling, and this is where Coinbase actually makes your exchange for you when you buy directly through Coinbase rather than going through GDax. But it's really not that confusing once you get used to it. Once you use it the first time, it's really simple. And as I was saying, if you guys did want to deposit your US dollar with a bank wire transfer, right up here it shows your balances in US dollar or Bitcoin. So you just want to click on deposit. And then you can see right here, bank wire. You guys don't want to select bank account because that's your normal bank account, just as if you were purchasing through Coinbase with your bank account. and you will run into your limits. You can see if I wanted to buy through Coinbase with my bank account right now, I have a $7,500 limit. And if I went to GDax and I tried to buy with my bank account, you can see I would still run into my $7,500 limit. So what you want to do is select a bank wire transfer, and then you would either log into your bank or call your bank and tell them you want to initiate a wire transfer. They give you all the information needed to make this wire transfer to GDax, and you can see only a $10 wire fee will be deducted from whatever amount you deposit. So say you deposited $100,000, you would end up with $99,990 in your account because they would take a $10 fee. And as I was saying, if you get it in, if you do the wire transfer before 1 o'clock Pacific time, then it will be credited to your account the same day. And if you get it in after 1 o'clock Pacific time, it will only take 1 business day to be credited to your account. So like I said, just make sure to click bank wire, contact your bank or initiate a bank transfer or a wire transfer from your bank. And like I said, you'll just have to give them all the info needed for GDax to make the wire transfer to GDax. And then once your US dollar hits your account, you can see I just loaded a little bit just to show you guys a live trade. Once it's in your account, then you're actually going to buy your Bitcoin. So you just want to make sure this is on BTC, USD. If you guys want to buy Litecoin or Ethereum, you can buy Litecoin or Ethereum. You just choose that pair versus USD. But for the example, I'm going to show you guys Bitcoin to US dollar. So you just make sure that you're on the Bitcoin to US dollar chart. And then I'll show you guys how to avoid the fees. This is what I was talking about, buying at the current market value or setting a limit order. So the current market value, if we just go to the depth chart, it's a little bit easier to read than the candlestick chart. So if we just click on depth chart, this basically shows you who's buying, who's selling, and the current market price. So right now, currently, this is real time as we speak in this video. Bitcoin is $7,644.59 per Bitcoin. So if I wanted to buy Bitcoin with my US dollar, I would just hit buy, put in the amount of US dollar, and then I'd hit place buy, and that would be buying at the current market value. You guys can see I did one of these tonight just to show you. You will get a 0.3% fee. That's what I paid when I hit buy at the current market value. It's on market right here, and I just bought at whatever price it was when I hit the button. To avoid the fees, you guys are just going to click limit, and right here where it says limit price, you can basically think of this limit price as your target price. So whenever Bitcoin hits this target number that you set in, it will initiate the trade for you and make the trade for you, and that's how you avoid the fees. That's basically you're making your price that you're going to pay, and then you get the 0% maker fee. So just to show you guys, I'm going to buy $375.48 using a limit order to avoid the fees. And if you're buying, you're going to set your limit. Like I said, you can kind of think of it as your target price. You're going to set your limit price at a little bit lower than whatever the current market value is. And if you guys were going to sell Bitcoin, so if you had Bitcoin and you wanted to sell it back out to US dollars, you're just going to set the price a little bit above whatever the current market price is. So like I said, I'm going to be buying Bitcoin with my US dollars, and I'm going to set my limit price. Right now it's at 7,640 and almost a penny. So I'm going to do $7,639. I can even do $39.50. And then the amount of BTC, you guys might not know the current exchange rate, so you might not know the exact amount of Bitcoin you can get for your money. So what you want to do is you want to just click on the amount of money you have in your USD balance, and it will auto fill in the amount of Bitcoin you'll be able to buy with that amount of US dollar. So you can see I put my price set at a little bit under the current market value, and then I just clicked my US dollar amount right up here. It filled in how much BTC I will get, and I'll just click place order. And you can see, excuse me guys, you can see that it put in my order for me, and then as soon, sorry guys, as soon as the Bitcoin price comes down to $7,639.50, it will put in my order for me and fill my trade. It'll fill my buy order, and I will pay 0% in fees. So it's as simple as that, guys. You just want to use a limit buy or a limit sell. And if you're buying, just set your limit price a little bit under what the current market value is. And if you're selling your Bitcoin back into US dollars, you just want to set your limit price at a little bit above the current market value. You guys can see my trade was actually just filled. So it didn't buy it all at once, it bought it in little partial pieces. But my 300 and I forget how much it was, $358 or something, was traded into Bitcoin, and I received 0.049 Bitcoin and change. And you guys can see I paid 0% fees. So simple as that, guys. If you want to buy a large amount of Bitcoin, just deposit with a bank wire transfer. It will go through the same day or the next business day, depending on what time you get it in. And then when you actually want to buy your Bitcoin, just make sure you do a limit order, buy, and then for the limit price, like I said, you can kind of think of that as your target price. Just do a little bit under the current market value, and then place your order. You just click in your US dollar amount, it'll auto-fill the BTC for you, and then as soon as the price comes down to the price that you set, it will fill that order for you and buy your Bitcoin for the amount of US dollar that you put in. So that's it, guys. Simple as that. And as I mentioned before, if you guys want a chance to win 0.1 Bitcoin, just comment your Bitcoin address below. This time, there's no question you need to answer anything like that. I'll just pick somebody at total random. So, I mean, if you want to ask me a question, anything like that, just put a regular comment, your Bitcoin address, and then subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up on the video. And that's it, guys. You might win 0.1 Bitcoin on the next video that I make. Hope you guys are having a great night, and I will catch you in the next video.